I'm Soraya, and today I want to share with you a completed coloring book. This month we are celebrating Star Wars with the hashtag May the Coloring Be With You 2026. And this is my last project for this hashtag. As you know, I've been doing the hashtag since January because I'm always covering Star Wars. But this is a special project because it is my first cozy book. When I saw all the books coming out, it's not my style, but I do like to experiment and try new things, and I did want to try this style. So the book is complete. I did a lot of different experiments to see what I like the most. I learned a lot, but it's still not my style. But I do hope that everyone at least has a try to see if they like it or not. So the first page is this one, and I did this to wish happy birthday to Jamie, Julianne, and Leandri because their birthday is in May. So there was only look here and this, and then I just glued all the different stickers. So, and this watercolor is the new Colors for Genzaitami granulating watercolor. So I was just having a blast with it. So that's my first page. Then the second one, I did an altered page because it's what I love to do. And for this, the original page, this is the only page that I did change the meaning of the image because he was in the middle of the trees. But when I saw this page, I immediately thought of this paper that I have, which are the crabs, and I thought the crabs were going after them, and that's why they were running. So we have the ground. It's this color because for me it represents a little bit of the sand. I did put white wash in the paper so you have the bubbles. He doesn't have any color, but this one has the acrylic paint that has all of this glitter already. So it's very, very fun. And this paper, it was too short, too thin for what I needed, so I just glued 2 pieces of paper and it looks more or less. So yeah, first page. Then the second one is this one. We have Darth Vader. So for this one, this is glitter washi. Then I use Genzaitami watercolors, and then it's metallic markers for the to go around. And I did want to have some texture. So what I see people usually doing in these cute and cozy books is use markers and do the patterns. I didn't want to do that. And then also what I see is people doing masterpieces and taking months doing that. It's not for me. So what I did try was using the mediums that I like and still have a little bit of texture, and that's why I did use a lot of watercolors, and I did love that. And of course it shines. So also one thing for this book is that a lot of things shine, because for me space, it means shine and glitter. So yeah. So another page, another altered page. So we have Chewy just going. So I used washi. This is a paper and this is another paper, and I use the birds because he's flying. And this is Genzaitami watercolor, also the granulating because I love it. So yeah, so another page, very simple, but for me very fun. That's the pages that I like to do. So another one with these are the Sumi colors of Genzaitami, which are amazing. And then I used metallic markers to go around because I do feel you need to do that or else it looks very sloppy, the watercolors. So I did that. And here I put a textile paint that I have that shines a lot, as you can see. So it is white, but it shines a lot. And then the ground. And yeah. So another page. Then another page with the stormtroopers, we have with the snow. So here I played a lot with watercolor. So the sumis I was using the granulating watercolors, but I also wanted to use my very cheap watercolors that it's when, you know, kids go back to school, they have the set, and I wanted I mean, I have it, so I want to use it. And yeah, now I see the difference between very cheap watercolors and amazing watercolors. But I thought this book was amazing to play, so I did use them. So I did a mixture of regular colors, and I also use metallic colors, also from a very cheap set. But I was also able to get texture. That's what I wanted. So all of this that you are seeing is the watercolor, and I use the metallic for the lines. But you know, this color, this color, this color, this color, it's everything is watercolor. This one and the cheap ones. So I do like the texture that I got. And there's the sun. If I wanted to recreate now, I wouldn't able to do it because it was like just mixing everything. So again, metallic glitter water washi tape around because I thought it was needed for the borders. Then I have another experiment. So the main things that I did in this book that I was trying was first alter the page. So I just, you know, a little bit of the page is left, and then I just glued everything else. The other thing was watercolors. So this is my second big experiment. And my third one is this one, which is using brushos. So brushos is powder watercolor. So here you are seeing all of this texture, all of this base. See all of this? So the whole thing is brushos and alcohol markers. So I just use brushos to base everything, and then you just go with the flow. And then I use alcohol markers on top, and then I used gel pen. So here they are, and this was fun to do. So another page, more watercolor. So again, all the colors. So this is metallic markers. So more watercolor. It shines. Oh, and the sand also shines. I don't know if you can see if the light is good or not, but I do have metallic mixed up with the colors. So yeah, another one. So here we are on Tatooine, and we have Boba Fett. So a lot of different colors. Can we see the shine? A little bit, I think. So it's a mixture of colors, and he has a very out of this world marshmallow. And look at the clouds shining. Yeah, and the stone. That's it. Next one. We continue with the watercolors. So see, even if you use something very cheap, which is all the materials used in this page, you can also have fun. So here's look. And I did change the colors of the characters because I'm not always going to color in the same way. So yeah. So next one, we have Yoda. So here's the page. Yes, it is another altered page. It has napkins for the leaves. These are the flowers. It's washi tape. And then here's Yoda with alcohol markers. And yeah, when I use alcohol markers, I know I didn't do any patterns, but this for me is not as fun as doing this. So yeah, but of course I had fun altering the page. So this is the page. Next one, we have look. It's a little bit weird because I did try a lot of different ways to color the spaceships. So this is the red page that I did. So this shines a lot because yes, the washi shine. Then as you can see, the red is an acrylic paint that shines also. Then this is a marker, the gray one, that also shines a lot. Then the watercolor, as you can see, also shines. It's metallic watercolor, and he doesn't shine. I mean, he doesn't shine here, just the metallic marker. And then here we have super golden marker for the lightsaber. So look at the shine. Because in the beginning I did everything with the gray, but then it was just gray. So then I wanted to see what would happen if I just use the contrast. And this is what happens. So this was one spaceship experiment, but we're going to see more. Next page, we have Yoda again, and again another altered page. I did put here just a little bit of texture. So I don't glue it all on purpose so we can have something move. We have Yoda, do or not. There is no try, that's the rest of the sentence. So again, alcohol markers, and then I use this page. So this is I have a note. It's not a notebook, it's a paper pack that has a lot of these beautiful papers. I used them on Ivy, but the problem was that the paper didn't fit the page very well. Then I used it on Star Wars book. Also the problem, it didn't fit very well, but here for this square book it was the perfect size. So yeah, I did use a lot if it made sense. And here the page was him in the woods, so this makes sense for the page. Next page, we have the new colors of the Gensai Tame granulating watercolors. So if you go to my Instagram, you can see how they look like if you are just pointing the light. So hang on, let's see. Let's see if we can see anything with a light. Oops, hang on. Yeah, with the light you can't see a lot, but yeah, some of the Gensai granulating watercolors, see, if you point this type of light you can see. So yeah, this is the perfect page to try the new colors because we are in a spaceship. So I use one color here, another color here, another color here, and this was the gray for the spaceship, and then metallic markers. And yeah, here we have the page, and it was very fun to do this. Then for the next page I was doing bookmarks for mermaid. So I did Little Mermaid characters using the colors of Star Wars characters, and then I thought, okay, let me see if I can do bookmarks with a page. So this is a page, it had a little bit here left, so I use brusho again, and then I just cut it, and this is how it looks like. So here you can see all the texture of a brusho. That's what I love, all the texture. And then I just went on top, see all the texture, and then I just went on top with alcohol markers. And the thing with this is that I do swatch my colors, but if the problem is that when I pick a alcohol marker to color, the color is going to change because I'm putting on top of this color that already exists. So it was a little bit tricky, but yeah, so this is one of the bookmarks, and then this is the other. So again, a lot of texture that I don't need to do with alcohol marker because in the base it's already there. So Christy, after all, I did these bookmarks for my goddaughter. So yeah, so I have more because I was trying to see if I could find pages that I haven't done already that I can use like this. So bookmarks. Then the next page, it shines. So another way of doing the metallic for the spaceship. So here is just glitter glue. So I colored with a watercolor, and then I just went over with the glitter glue. And yeah, and I have here Leia. She looks weird in the face because I used the wrong color. And then I put the alcohol that blends. So yeah, it looks weird, but it's okay. She will forgive me because I have other pages of her. And then R2D2. And then we have the sky with the Genzaitambing, granulating watercolors. So yeah, that's the page. Another altered page, we have R2D2. So this was the original page. He was seeing these flowers, and that's why I used this paper of the flowers, and I did put a sticker. And then we have this amazing ground, which is a paper, holographic paper. And then I just used, I just colored using alcohol markers, and then also a little bit of acrylic marker, and that's it. Another page, very, very simple, but for me it's beautiful. So it is the paper that really matches with his colors, which was alcohol markers, again the holographic paper. And then he's looking at the butterfly. This is in the original page. He is looking at the butterfly. I just decided to use a collage butterfly. So a very simple page, but a page that I really like. Next page. Again, another altered page, because I think this matches with what he's seeing. So another beautiful background. And I just use alcohol marker and acrylic marker, and that's it. So very fast and very easy. So again with the spaceship, and we have Leia again, granulating watercolors here. We have two colors. Again, the spaceship, I just put the glitter glue and alcohol markers. And around we have the washi. So next one is another experiment. So this is brusho again, all brusho. So all of this texture that you are seeing, it was just brusho. That's it. That's it. And then here I wanted to try, because I saw some pages that you black out the main picture, and then you have everything else around. So I wanted to try, because in this shape, a lot of people know that this is Luke and Yoda on top, and he's learning how to use the Force. So I did that, but then I thought it needed something else, so I did put the dots, because you know that I love circles. So I used acrylic metallic. So I just dotted away. And that's how this page came about. Next page, this one I already shared on the 4th of May, so May the 4th be with you, 2026. I have pages from previous years, so I wanted to do one using the logo. Again, in the original page is Yoda and his butterfly, so here's the butterfly. And then the ground, it's holographic. This, what you are seeing here, these stains are the glue. Isn't this amazing? I just put glue, and these are the stains of the glue. It took away the color. And then we have washi, and that's it. So another brush. Oh, let me just share with you the brush. The thing is, it needs to be single-sided, the page, because this is what it looks like. Of course, I am a bit messy, but still it goes through the other side of the page because it's ink, so you need to be careful with that. So here's another brush one, which is interesting, so see. So I did color with alcohol markers and with metallic markers and gel pen, metallic gel pen. So see the ground. And here, yep. So another page. So this is the last bookmark. So it was like this, and there was like the ship here. So I just cut it in the shape of the bookmark. It's brusho again that I use. You can see here. and then alcohol marker, and that's it. I did try to use a little bit of the powder or brush too, the metallic one, but the problem is that when I was doing this outside, the wind, I mean, it's hard enough just you regularly doing it, it's not easy to put exactly in the point that you want, but in that day there was wind, so I will put, you know, here, and then when and it will go to another place. So yeah, but I did want it to try, and it shines a lot. Oops, here it is. Yeah, this is the copper one, and then I also have the gold one. So more watercolor. Here's look all happy. Oh, here you can see the shine. So see how the sand shines, and the ship also, and it's metallic markers around. So another fun one. More brusho. I mean, I was having a blast being able to use brusho, because in the last books that I used, I couldn't, you know, I had to be careful with this side, and it was in a book, and but now I immediately cut the book because I knew I wanted to experiment. So yeah, this is the other one. So, you know, washi around. So here you can see the colors, and then I went around with that metallic marker, and I use alcohol markers and gel pen, the black one and the white. And here, because I didn't know how it was going to be using alcohol markers on top of brusho, you know, the activation and stuff like that, I tried to do it on the other side of the page, because, you know, alcohol markers bleed to the other side, but this wasn't enough, and that's why I went on top, and it worked. So now I know it works. So this book was like a exercise book for me. Now we have C3PO, here he is. So another way of doing the ship, this time is a different glitter glue, is the one that I used when I did Alien Worlds on the first planet. So it's the same one after years, right? And then R2D2 also shines. He has metallic watercolor on top of alcohol markers, and then washi. Another page, more watercolor. So the Genzai Tambi, the new color, it's here, because when I got it I had to use it everywhere. The snow shines, as you can see, and it shines a little bit of blue and metallic markers, and yeah, that's it. Another one that I think it's very fun, again, watercolors, the cheapest ones, so everything shines. So yeah, it's the same thing, the same materials, and yeah, that's another page. Another page similar, because for me, I mean, the colors of the sand are different, because this one is more copper, more dark, because it was nighttime, so I wanted to use darker colors. And here is just a mixture of two colors. I have Obi-Wan. I didn't know what to do with the eyes, you know, because I had no idea, so I just put blue eyes. But yeah, it's weird, but yeah. And then the sky shines also, and yeah, another page. This one, I think it's my favorite page, because it's brushos again, but I use a very dark color, and when I did it, I'm like, oh my god, what did I do? Because I was going to, my idea was to do, you know, what I did on the other pages. Where is it? Hang on. Here. So my idea was to, you know, go over here, and that was it. But then everything was black and I couldn't go over anything. But then I used metallic marker and gel pen, and I went around the lines, and I love it because it's different. That's it. It's not, see, you can see the texture of the colors. Yeah, here, yeah, and it works. It's moody, it's different, so I do like it. Then Another altar page. So here we have Luke and Padme. They are in a garden. So again, I had all of these flowers. I just used the butterflies. They are reused from Hidden Creatures, the book. When I put the book recycling, I did take these butterflies out so I could reuse them. So yeah, and then alcohol markers. So see, for me this is not as fun as this, because this doesn't have texture. I know I can do it with the alcohol markers, but here this takes me 1 minute, and here it will take me I don't know how long. So yeah. Then another one, we have Ahsoka again, another page with the ground. Here I did put this that I had. So I did put this because it was missing something around her, and then alcohol markers again. So here she is. Then another page using brushos. Here I did go overboard with this color, I know, but I had this color from brushos and I was just trying to match it, but I don't think I was very successful. So I mean, yeah, it looks different, so it's fine. It was an experiment. And we have Chewie, they are eating green. So yeah, you can see the colors of brushos here, they were mixing. So yeah, another brushos page, and this one I like. So everything is this color. So here you can see all the texture. Here's Chewie. Here they are. Here I did put some that weren't there because the alcohol marker ended in the middle. And then I had to put another color on top, and that's why I love watercolor, because I can see what I have left and if I can use it in a page, and it's not like the alcohol markers that it's always a surprise if you can use it or not. So see, one color, it ended, and then I had to use another color. And oh, and another thing with brushos is that you do ruin the paper, so be careful with that, because I do put a lot of water. So then what I put on top, I do need to be careful with that. Another page, one of the first ones that I did was this one with the Sumi watercolors and the granulating watercolors, and then gel pen metallic markers. And yeah, I did want all of this texture on purpose because I think it's much fun. So here it doesn't have, but here you do have. So yeah, so it was on purpose. Another brushos one. So this one I used the gold for the ship. I'm not very happy with the colors, but it's okay. Here it is very dark, and the colors here are a little bit weird because the color of this brushos was here like in the middle, and it was strange. So I had to put Chewie a little bit dark, and so I just joined him, and see, these are the colors of the brushos. It's two colors joined, and here they were a little bit of a mess. And then metallic marker, and then gel pen. And yeah, it's not my favorite brushos one, but I did have fun. So all of these experiments, now I know what I can do in the future, and that's what I wanted. This one is one that I just used watercolor metallic marker, and then this is a acrylic glitter, acrylic paint with glitter, so you just have this effect. So I didn't really wanted, to do a lot in the background, so this was a way to go around. Another brushos page. So this one is a different color. So this is the color is green olive. So see, this is the color. Then we have C3PO. Look at them, very cute. We have the Ewoks. And then here is the alcohol marker. But yeah, I mean, the color for me, it was hard because I wanted to use this color, which it does match with this, but then this is very intense. And then metallic marker, but I do like how it turns out just because it's different. It's not the colors that you are expecting, right? And the last one we have Yoda, baby, we have Grogu. We have baby Yoda, so here he is, Grogu. Once again, I use the acrylic paint. Yep. Then this is watercolor for the ship. We have alcohol markers here for him, and then the tape for the border, and that's it. So this is the end, and here's another completed book that I did have a lot of fun trying all the watercolors because I was using acrylic and gouache, so it was amazing to go back to the watercolors, and it was amazing to go back to the brushing and to experiment. So that's it. So I hope you enjoyed your May the Coloring Be With You 2026. Hopefully we'll be back next year because there's a new movie coming out next year, also in May, a Star Wars movie. So again, we have a reason to celebrate the whole month. And I will see you soon. Bye.